Sometimes they take the cork with them because you know they're trying to put a memory package together. You know. So.
Now, speaking of corks, you don't really want them to take the cork home, do you? What prompted the thought that you could collect corks from 3 resorts or several resorts in order to do this?
Alright, the corks were much around the place, and we're always, or managers are always talking about cutting back on costs. Like everything is going up, and with this global crisis that we're experiencing, not much people is taking vacation like they used to. At this time of the year, our house count would be higher. So I like wines. I like doing the displays and all of that. So I decided, well, maybe if they do this, it will cut back on buying stuff like those glass ashtrays. They don't last long because when they fall, they chip, and when they chip, we can't give it to the guests. Now, if these fall, they wouldn't chip. It just fall and it sits right there. Nothing happens to it, you know. So I'm thinking it's easier using these than the glass that would break and then we'd have to replace it. It's easier using these corks that we don't have to buy. We just collected them. I collected them from 3 resorts. I collect them from the beaches Negril, the beaches Sandy Bay, and the Sandals resort. So it doesn't cost anything. The only thing that cost here is buying the glue, which was another challenge for us because I bought the wrong glue at first, so they weren't holding together, and I had to go back and get different glue to get it together. As you can see here, I used the corks to make 2 ashtrays. Alright, let me talk about this ashtray first. This ashtray is made with a cover. It is made for the beach bar. Sometimes it's windy because of the location that the bar is in. And so I decided that we're going to make a cover for this ashtray. So when the guest uses the ashtray, dusts the ash into it, we just cover it so we don't have the dust blowing out. When the guest is finished, we will just remove the ashtray, empty it, clean it, and bring it back. For this one, I made this one for the restaurants. This one doesn't have a cover because it's not a fully enclosed restaurant, but it's more than unlikely for the ash to blow out. So this one is for the restaurant. I also put together a condiment holder. In this, I can put like toothpicks in it, or I could put straws in it, or any other little things that we want to place in the bar. We can put this in it and then just place it on the counter for the guests to use. So the guests want a toothpick, they will just pick out a toothpick out of the condiment holder on the bar counter. This one is a bar mat. It should be a little longer, but what this is for is that when the guest gets his or her beer, you know, that's the top of it is still floating up, probably coming over on the glass. So we would just put that glass of beer on the bar mat, let it float over and settle before handing it to the guests.